Once I am sure there is nothing going on, I step inside, letting the door thud shut. Larkin, in fact, goes to the church, making sure that there is no one inside. The church is not in an operational mode. That means it is not offering any prayers. There is no devotee around. So he goes there simply with a curious mind to know what happens inside. And he shows his irreverence, lack of respect for the church by shutting the door with a big noise behind him. Another church that shows his attitude towards the church. He hardly names the church. He hardly knows the name of this church. If he had been a true devotee, he must have gone to some particular churches, St. Peter's Church, St. Francis Church, so on. Matting, seeds, stone and little books, sprawling of withers, flowers cut for Sunday, brownish now, some brass and stuff. So the church has its own paraphernalia. There are many things described, but what we have to take notice of is the brown flowers, the withered flowers. That could be quite a symbolic of the degrading of the church. The flowers brought for Sunday's Mass, it has become rather brownish in color, in the sense that they got withered. Just like the faith of the people, it must have got rather withered, I should say. Some brass and stuff about the holy end, the small neat organ, at the tense, musty, unignorable silence, brewed God knows how long. Hatless, I take off my cycle clips in awkward reverence. Philip Larkin is an agnostic. Who is an agnostic? There is some reason for me to highlight the agnosticism of Larkin. An agnostic is the one who hardly bothers about God. He is somewhat different from atheist. Atheist might oppose the existence of God. A believer might think that there is a God. He firmly believes the existence of God. But Larkin doesn't believe in the existence of God, nor does he oppose the existence of God. Someone, an agnostic, might be like that. It doesn't mean that he has belief. He doesn't have any belief. But at the same time, they hardly go to oppose beliefs of others. The reason for me to highlight this aspect of Larkin's personality, because he takes his cycle clip off. Usually, in order to show a mark of respect for someone or something, we take our hats off, But since he is hatless, he took his cycle clip away. So the reason he wants to show some kind of respect to the church, some kind of reverence to the church, even though he doesn't feel it here. Be a Roman when you go to the Rome. When you go to Rome, the same. Likewise, he knows that the church is a place you should act with some kind of a respect, and he tries to show his respect in an artificial manner, even though it doesn't come to him naturally. That explains the last line of that stanza. Hatless, I take off my cycle clips in awkward reverence. That in fact shows his rather light-hearted attitude towards the church. He is not out and out opposer of the church.